And T1 say we'll leave both of them open so that we get one.
I like that more, I think. Because I feel like if you give them over the Rel or the Seraphine, like, you're going to be very sad. And now, no matter what, you get one of them. So I think Seraphine is the stronger of the two picks, but we have seen how well T1 plays around the Rel. And we see that Zeus likes the Proudest Claw. Yeah, sure.
Still go for it.
I don't mind that, yeah.
Yeah, you still need a heavy AP threat. It
works really well.
Orianna, it's the same idea that we had, you know, the past couple of times, especially in game 1, where we did see the Orianna. And there it is, so.
Yeah, this is perfectly set up here from DRX. Let's see if the execution comes through.
Ooh, Zeus, what are you gonna do? Is this your moment? The sun comes through on the bear stance, and down you go. First blood, 3.5 minutes in, an extremely clean dive.
Jungling, is it gonna be worth it?
Well, we got a nice little trade down on the bottom side. Doesn't amount to too much. Becca doesn't have to flash away, but...
Oh, I'm sorry, Crocky.
What?
Becca?
What is going on? Like, they just love playing Ring Around the Rosie. Becca is going to have to flash. I would imagine, no, they're going to get that ultimate over the wall, and now Becca's going to flash away. The root comes in from the Seraphine. As Pyosik just frontlining here, he's also going to have to flash the trades. Orianna's trades a little bit more easy to pull off, I suppose. And T1 with the full team rotation up to the Rift Herald to take this one away. Faker's even got that ball in position, just going to bait out the Featherstorm just like that. And the Rift Herald will go the way of T1. Now, DRX considering a counter engage. They get the little scuttler, but at the end of the day...
I guess someone of them needs shield as he goes in.
Yeah, he's really going for this one, and, you know, that's a sizable amount of damage when you're down 50 CS. There from Elam to set up the counter gank, and now we have them pushing down the mid lane and more bullying on the top side onto Zeus. But again, T1, they've already kind of thrown out the Renekton. There's a lot of value in the mid lane here.
Leave Zeus alone, guys. This is so mean.
Yeah, they're going to go for the freebies, I suppose. They're even committing through the teleport. There's no Dominus available, and not enough damage comes out. Faker's teleport.
In a flanking situation. So instead, it's going to be up to Carrier yet again, as Pyosik is top.
Oh, he's back.
He's here.
Wait, what? He's still here. Why are you still bullying this guy? Even Becca's up here. Are they even going to kill him? Please. Okay, they got him. That's what they'll be looking for. Again, the poke has to land. You know, the Jace has to hit the shock blast. Becca, he's set up in a pretty interesting spot here. They're going to catch Faker. Will they be able to burst him down? There's the ultimate, and they do have the damage to take down that Orianna at the perfect time as a fantastic hook comes out from Becca. He finds the weak Orianna soft under spot, not the Ragnarok or Olaf that could have just walked away from that one. And that is a massive pick as DRX pushed down the mid lane.
That's available. You're just not allowed to, and like, this is so unfortunate, because as you said, anyone else there and you might be able to clutch this fight. Instead, T1 immediately knows, like, okay, we need to just try and get out here, but they're so far up already because getting this Drake is so important and they want to contest this objective.
DRX should have seen him, but they're still going to get caught out here. There's that Featherstorm we were talking about. Immediate hook comes in, and where is the follow-up? It is just nowhere. The Prowler's Call comes in. Gooniusi finally able to get a great spot here underneath, but the Jace is just way too large at this point in time, and he's got Moonstaff Seraphine right behind him, so not the easiest point in time here. Is Pyosik as well gonna look to run them down, and I'm not sure there's much of an escape here for T1.
Oh no, he's coming.
Okay, well,
he's coming, Valdez.
Now someone play the Jaws music. Here comes Udyr, or well, in this case, definitely not Udyr. He's getting on top of them, looking for that 80 carry, gets into the back line. And this was just inevitable. Faker, the last runner. The last unfortunate soul that, yeah, he's just going to get burst down. See you later. Pyosik going to pick up that kill. And DRX, at the end of the day, they kill all 5 members. It only took them a minute and a half.
Means that DRX, if you don't 100-0 and straight up win the fight, which is so hard due to the Seraphine ultimate, you just can't get it done. And this is what you see here as well. Like, they can't necessarily immediately straight on approach because you need to wait out that Seraphine ultimate. If you funnel into there and you get hit by the Encore, you just lose the fight straight up as well. And yeah, now you're in a position where the healing comes through. You already mentioned it, the moon staff. It's disgusting. And you know, I was like, I'd like to see some AP. And here we see why you do go for moon staff. Even on the mid lane, Seraphine, it's not like you need the AP for wave clear. And in these long drawn-out fights, the value is just obscene.
This is where they love to be.
And this is the thing, right? Like, this is also why we were in Champ Select, like, okay, you know, you leave the 2 OPs open and then you'll get one of them. But Solka has gone for a full support.
I think it should be banned.
Yep.
You know, just ban it away. Nice little shockwave here.
It doesn't do anything.
Cute. That was very cute indeed. Yeah, they're up against Baron.
They're full health against Valdez.
Yeah, they don't really have an option at this point. I mean, Zeus, that jungle's not yours anymore, buddy. I'm sorry to tell you. And he's going to have to pop the Dominus. He will survive, but only until this game ends. Let's just say that. As another inhibitor is going to go down. Slow landed there from the Seraphine. Will they push the issue? I think because that's really all you can do at this point in time. They have insane amounts of damage with the Xayah Jace onto these turrets. And they'll just go ahead and slowly chip away. Let's see the engage from T1. Show me what you got. That's what they say.
They don't have flash on Rel. So that's your engage.
Okay,
it's gone.
Dominus, he's just trying to stay alive at this point in time. Seraphine's hitting you with those little sparkle things from about 5 miles away. Not much you can do about that. Okay. Looks like, okay, we get the pick on Tebeka, but actually it's Zeus who dies at the end of the day. Yoshik going to run down the Kaisa and zoom him away. Gumayusi trying his best, but he does get exhausted. He'll get the Guardian Angel. That's about all that's going to happen. Triple kill here for the Xayah. You could see a Penta. Will they go for it? Looks like the answer is going to be no. DRX, they'll be happy. They just want to take their big win, and boy, it is a big one. 2-1 over T1 tonight. You can see they are ecstatic in the team house.
Look at them go, and I gotta say, I was expecting T1 to take the final game, but we put our question marks flawlessly. What do we need to do? How do we leverage this? And they do it so well. This was not a game like game 1 or 2, right, where you can like look at some mis-executions left and right. This was just straight up a early game macro victory to an obscene extent from DRX, snowballed into what looked like a pretty free win, and that's against T1. Valdez, that's
yeah. It's got to feel pretty good for DRX. You can see that carry a sheepish grin. He knows. Gumayusi, kind of the same effects. Probably the coaches are trying to cheer them up after that rough loss. It's never going to be easy when you go down to a team, especially like DRX, that kind of let you back in the game in game 2. And there were certainly a bunch of disappointments in this one for T1. A lot of stuff to work on.
There's not a lot you can do.
Keep in mind that they did hover the sun, so they, I suppose, even if it was for a fraction of a second, they were considering. They were certainly considering a potential better option for the strategy that they had planned. Yoshik being screaming his head off, and everybody else follows up.
Oh, look, and this is why you love to see the team, right? Like, it's a team that had no expectations. They've been smashing it, and every time that they win, you get to see this, and they're just like, we just beat T1, right? Like, this is a team with so much history, and like anyone that's gonna blame Zays for this, that's gonna like, you know what I'm talking about. Like, they're gonna go and they'll be like, oh, this Renekton, he didn't do anything, and he got smashed by Jace. That's not the story of this game. It was just DRX playing the early macro game so incredibly well. And
Game 3, and it's gonna be Kingan on Jace. He definitely outplayed the opponents on the top lane.